Mr. Prime Minister, my brother, I want to thank you for this kind invitation and for the very kind words for my country, for me personally, and for the bilateral relations that we enjoy. Honorable ministers, leaders of our two governments who are here, business leaders, other leaders who are present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Well, talking about commonalities that exist between our two countries, I think there are many. One of them, on the lighter note, is when you try to pronounce the names of either Ethiopians or Rwandans, you try the first name, not the second name. So for Mushikiwabo, you are safer saying Louise. And for Negetu, you better stay with that. You don't go for the second when you're from Rwandan side. So, but those similarities definitely constitute really part of low-hanging fruits we should be picking in our relationships to enhance what we can do together between the two brotherly countries and many other things. But let me thank you once again for this opportunity to talk about how Rwanda and Ethiopia can do more business together. Our two countries enjoy a strong relationship and a common understanding of what is needed to advance our region and our continent. As the Prime Minister said, it would not serve us well, or we would not be really doing ourselves the favor we should if we did not exploit a number of things. One, the close relationship that has a brotherly and other strong bases. Number two, what the Prime Minister said, the fastest growing economies in Africa. In fact, some of the analysts told me they went into a number of things and they were seeing how, economic growth contribute also to, how the GDP and has been increasing over the years and so on and so forth. They tend to give the rates of our two countries of this growth actually not just to be the fastest in Africa, they think it is even fastest beyond Africa. So this can't be for nothing. It's because of a reason, and therefore we should also exploit this opportunity. The closeness in terms of relationship, but also the very fact of what we are able to achieve in this inclusive economic growth. And I wanted to specifically acknowledge the achievements of the Ethiopian people, the industrious people of Ethiopia, the enterprising people of Ethiopia, the very fact that Ethiopia, with its diversity in its huge population, the second in Africa, there is a lot that is there for Ethiopia itself. There is a lot that is there for the friends and partners of Ethiopia that we can tap into to propel our two countries to greater heights. We need more Ethiopian businesses to look at Rwanda, and more Rwandan entrepreneurs to come to Ethiopia. Investment from one African country to another is outpacing foreign direct investment coming from outside the continent. So all these are opportunities that we should not bypass, but should exploit as much as we can. In Rwanda, we have tried and continued to, for example, benefit from major investments in different areas of technology, in ICT and financial sector from other African countries. And we know the entrepreneurial and innovative spirit of the Ethiopians, and we can certainly work together to multiply the benefits of that for all involved in that partnership. And as you may well be aware, the countries of East Africa and Eastern Africa, through the different projects within different corridors that are aimed at integration as well as development of our countries, this region is working to remove barriers to business and facilitate the free flow of people, capital, and goods. So when we remove the visas for all the Africans especially, by the way, even before we took that decision, Ethiopia, to underscore the strength of our relationship, were being treated differently. For them it wasn't. In fact, way back, some of the Ethiopians who live in Rwanda, particularly in Kigali, one day a couple approached me and they were saying, you know what, can you allow us to be citizens of this country? And I said, well, I thought you were. So, and from that time, I think it was formalized, they actually were, and they became in that. So all these are really some of the things that should not be lost on anyone, but rather should be some of the sources of energy and should enhance the kinds of things we should be doing. And with that spirit, I don't think there's any problem that is insurmountable. Looking at the different progress being made in the area of infrastructure initiatives, in energy and transport to speed up the transformation in our region, certainly Ethiopia has a very central position and role to propel the whole region forward, and more so when we work in collaboration. And we thank the foresightedness and the vision of the Ethiopian people, leaders, and the parties that were involved in this to be investing in some very the landmark projects that go beyond Ethiopia in terms of benefits. energy projects that have been undertaken by Ethiopia are very significant, and they have a huge impact on business beyond Ethiopia, in the Eastern African region and the whole continent. And therefore, for us, given the generosity of the Ethiopians on this, we should be working out a formula that actually realizes these projects faster and also that reach many people and more people benefit, to the point that even Rwandans can either partially to the level Rwandans can manage, invest into that, as well as reap from what has been invested in. If we find we can access electricity from Ethiopia, from the big investments that have been made, it's the best thing that could happen. So that provides a wide area for business people, for investors to participate and benefit beyond themselves, but benefit the peoples of the two countries. There is no reason why the business people gathered here today should not be the first to seize these opportunities that exist, or others that are going to come following that. After all, we all want the same thing. We want prosperity, we want the well-being of our people, and we want to be where others are, those who have even taken it for granted. We want to say that we can be there too. And there is no better way of being there than through business and through cooperation and through investments. Let's work together in this spirit. That's what our presence here today, the business people from Rwanda and government leaders, and based on your invitation, the Prime Minister and the business people of Ethiopia here, I think that's what should be characterized, or should be characterizing this kind of cooperation. So I just wanted to say thank you for your kind attention, and look forward to any comments or even questions. Thank you.
We thank His Excellency, President